My name is Michael Weaver, 47 years old. I'm a proud single father. My daughter's 19 years old. I have 2 cars, which one of them I really, really love, my Camaro. I spend a lot of money on my Camaro. I actually have 3 cars. I enjoy going bowling and playing softball. I enjoy working out. I got 2 gym memberships. 5 o'clock in the morning, gym time. The only problem is I'm broke.
Here are the facts. The numbers are massive. Over 45 million people have borrowed more than $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. Add to that credit card debt and pandemic-related losses, and the situation only gets worse. My name is Dan Rosensweig, CEO of the multi-billion-dollar company Chegg. Together with our financial expert, Tanya Rapley, we'll empower people to get out of the red and become the CEOs of their own lives. This is Going From Broke.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Doing good, Dan. How are you?
I both get nervous and excited every time we meet somebody new because you never know how it's gonna go.
I understand that.
This is a dad of daughters.
Yeah.
So this one means a lot to me.
And I'm a daughter of a dad. You're
Well,
a
there
dad
you
of
go.
daughters,
Dad
and
of
I'm a
daughters,
daughter
daughter
of
of
a
a
dad.
So let's meet Michael Weaver.
Yeah, let's learn more about
All
him.
right.
Dan and Tanya, please help. I really need this.
I don't think we've ever been welcomed like this, Dan.
My name is Michael Weaver. I'm 47 years old. The best thing that's ever happened to me was my daughter and becoming a father. She has been living with me since the age of 2 years old, and I've been raising her ever since. To give her stability, to give her love, I would take that over any type of materialistic thing in the world.
Good man.
Oh my God, my arm is tired.
My brother, he's very family oriented. You know, he has a great relationship with his daughter.
I enjoy going to the movies, making popcorn. Oh, my wife Popcorn, that's her name. Sometimes I go to the movie theater. I go in and get myself a large popcorn, 3 layers of butter. I'm not even here to see a movie, you know? And I go home and I watch a movie with my movie popcorn.
Wait. Have you ever heard anything like this?
No, but you know what? Now I want to do that. You gotta love a man who knows what he likes and it's not extravagant.
That is extravagant, Dan.
Well, you're right, as usual.
I work for the Connecticut Department of Corrections. I am a substance abuse counselor for the state of Connecticut. I talk to at least maybe 15 to 20 individuals 3 days a week. We talk about how to be better individuals out in the community. And once they get out of prison, hopefully they can take what they learn to turn around and do better so they won't go back into prison.
Wow.
He seems like an all-around good guy. But just like a lot of people, he has a lot of debt.
Paying all these unwanted credit card bills, something always comes up. I owe a total of $265,000 in federal student loans.
Wow. Well, the question is he paying?
You know, the debt that I'm in, I don't want to leave that debt to my daughter.
Oh.
My dream job is a homicide detective. I'll have to do a lot of school, a lot of debts. I really don't want to be in that situation.
If I didn't have my student debt, I would be able to maybe buy myself a house. I would be able to put my daughter through college if I didn't have this debt. So, can someone help me? Can someone help me?
We're gonna try, my friend.
Last month, Michael brought in about $4,200, but spent around $6,800, putting him underwater by $2,600. He has over $250,000 of student loan debt as well as credit card debt. His total debt load is $271,000.
Hi, Michael.
Is that them?
That's us.
All right, the dream team. All right.
Well, the dream team can often feel like a nightmare before it turns into a dream. But let's
Okay.
try our best. Listen, what you are doing with your daughter is spectacular.
Thank you.
And you are an angel to a lot of people in your community. Let's hear your story.
I came from a very, very rundown neighborhood and, had a lot of family that did a lot of substance abuse. About 90% of my family members are on drugs. Half my family members died. due
I'm
to
sorry,
drugs.
Michael.
I said, okay, let me try to turn around and let me try to give back and let me try to give some insight to a lot of these individuals.
God bless you for doing it, my friend.
Thank you.
I want to steer this conversation into the challenge that you're facing yourself, your student debt. Have you been paying it at all?
No.
Wow. I'm just gonna give you the tough love now.
It's laying on me.
You don't pay your debt at all, so that's gonna go up, not down. And it compounds negatively. Compounded interest negatively will bankrupt you forever.
Michael borrowed $60,000 about 25 years ago to pay for his education. Due to loan deferments, making minimum payments, and compound interest, his balances have grown to $265,000 today, over $200,000 more than they started.
You didn't think you were ever gonna pay it, did you?
I knew sooner or later I was gonna have to pay for it, but I said to myself, you guys wanna hear this?
Yes, go ahead,
yeah,
give it
yes.
to us.
I figured I'm going to hit for $300,000 at the casino and I'm gonna pay it off.
Oh. That's the debt repayment strategy, is to hit it big at the casino?
I've seen a lot of people hit for like 250 and I'm like, I can do it.
The person that hit for 250 probably lost $1 million.
Probably. I think
That's just going away. You know that, right? You knew there was no question we were gonna say to you, stop losing $6,000 or more a year.
I knew it was coming.
All right, and then tell me, how come you have 2 gym memberships when you don't have any money?
One gym has a steam room, and then the other gym has a movie theater. So I get to run on a treadmill, ride the bike, and watch a movie at the same time.
Yes.
2 gym memberships, 1 body.
Well, look at this. Each bicep needs a gym membership. The man's in good shape. Michael, you do realize you're gonna have to make changes, right?
I know.
What 3 cars do we have?
Nissan Maxima, Ford Fusion, and 2015 Camaro.
Wow.
But my daughter pays $300 a month for the Nissan.
So you charge your daughter $300 a month so you could buy a Camaro.
Yeah.
You're spending money to show off that you don't have.
Michael, I'm having a really hard time with this. We teach our children how to relate to money by what we do with our own money. We can say what to
Absolutely.
do, but they learn by what we do, not by what we say.
At the end of the day, the one thing that we would hope that you would want to show your daughter is you're capable of making tough decisions, because you're the guy that sits in a room with people whose lives are a mess, and you force them to make tough decisions.
Yeah.
Oh, so does it mean I get to give him homework?
Run it down.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need you to do, Michael, is add yourself to the ban list from the casino. So instead of spending money, now you're going to make money. So we're supplementing that casino time, doing something that brings in money, like driving with DoorDash, so you can achieve your financial goals quicker.
Okay.
The next thing, we're getting rid of a gym membership. You only need 1 gym membership.
And cars gotta go. Get rid of the Camaro.
Dang, you gonna put me on like this?
That's why we do
What did
this.
you think was gonna happen?
Exactly, good point.
We're not here to play with you.
Dang.
Do you want to be financially stable or not?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
We always go in with the expectation that people are going to do exactly what they say they're going to do. But in the back of my mind, when it comes to Michael, I'm not sure if he wants to look good and say the right things or if he really wants to do the right things. Because he's got a $250,000 loan that he has never even thought about paying back. That's a hard habit to break.
The last thing, you're gonna learn to make your own popcorn. I had never in my life seen anyone go to the, I see people take things to the movie so they don't have to buy the popcorn.
I think it's just that butter, you know what I'm saying?
You have butter at home.
Listen, people's lives got better because they got a chance to meet Michael Weaver and you gave them the right coaching.
Mm-hmm.
You are an inspiration. Now be Michael Weaver.
Come on, baby, pop it. Instead of me going to the movies and purchasing a large bucket of popcorn, I got my own real movie theater popcorn maker. You gotta love it. Take it off for a couple of days. Go have some fun with my peeps up in Arizona. Blow off some steam from all this working I've been doing. Saving at the same time. I may hit the slots. Hey!
Hey, Michael, where are you at?
Arizona.
Did you talk to us about Arizona, or is this a last-minute trip?
Yeah, it's a last minute thing. This thing was booked a long time ago.
Last minute and just booked her, not the same thing. But how's everything going?
It's pretty good. You know, I'm on my way to my hotel and everything.
I think he's at the golf course.
No, we're checking in now.
It's a casino at the hotel. Well, Michael, all I know is that you should hope that I'm coming to Connecticut instead of Dan. Because if Dan is coming to Connecticut, you gonna wish you never went on vacation.
I called Michael, and he's in a car full of friends, walks into a casino. Like, that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with someone who you know they're capable. You have this conversation. They leave the conversation, fire up. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, but I'm still gonna do what I wanna do. Like, why'd you call us? Why'd you call us, Michael?
I kind of did a boo-boo. I gambled. Wasn't supposed to gamble because part of the homework was not to go to a casino. Not a good thing. But let me do what I gotta do, and I'll take care of a lot of stuff when I get home. I'm saying goodbye to the Camaro. I know it's the right thing to do. It's the smart thing to do. I mean, it's hard to say goodbye. Oh my God, it's hard to say goodbye, but I gotta let it go.
You're gonna sign right here on this line.
You save me some money here.
Thank you so much for your business.
Absolutely. Right now, I am moving. I am downsizing to a smaller apartment, able to save some money. You know, there's something I need to do for myself, something I need to do for my future. In order for me to get it right, you know, I have to give up some of the things that really doesn't make any sense.
One of the areas that we asked Michael to focus on was the simplest thing, which was ban himself from casinos because he loses money every time he goes, and he goes too often. Hey!
Hi.
Hey, Dream Team!
Tanya discovered that immediately following that meeting, he went to a casino. And so the next meeting is going to be really important. So how has it been going since we first met? Remember, I talked to Tanya. Tell your daughter.
Can you tell me?
All I gotta say is, where I like going?
Oh, the casino.
What happens at a casino? Somebody once asked me, Dan, how do you play craps? I said, it's easy. Just put your money down and they take it.
We see vices come up a lot of ways in finance. Vices often are coping behaviors that we developed over time to deal with stress, anxiety, and I think Michael wasn't initially honest with us. But I've done this long enough to know when I have loved ones close to me where I can see the signs.
Okay. I went on vacation. Yes, it was in the casino. Did I gamble? A little bit.
You think that's an acceptable answer?
Nope.
So why are you telling me that nonsense? I was getting pissed off in the car. I'm like, why am I traveling hours to meet a guy who went gambling the day after we said, don't go gambling? You have a gambling problem, don't you?
I say slightly, but not, no.
Okay, there's no slightly. It's like being slightly pregnant.
Yeah.
You're a gambler.
I am. I ain't gonna lie, I am.
That could destroy you. Gambling is gambling. It's called that for a reason. The likelihood of you winning is low. But more importantly, it is a terrible habit, especially when you're broke and when you owe people money. It just makes it worse. How much college debt do you have?
Oh my God.
No, seriously.
A couple of $100,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
It didn't start at that much. What was your answer to why you didn't pay? Want me to refresh your memory? I thought I was gonna win at gambling and win the lottery.
Yo.
Oh my gosh. I said that for real?
I have it on tape.
Oh man.
That's like crazy. We were talking to Dan, and I figured out my dad's financial problem. I didn't know. It's a shame.
It's hard to stop, but I always do the right thing when I have to.
So what's the right thing for
When it
Michael
comes down
Weaver?
to it, I always do the right thing.
I'm looking you right in the eye. I'm believing you. But I want to know is what is your definition of doing the right thing?
Banning myself from the casino.
Mm-hmm. And can we convince you to drive with DoorDash to make extra income?
Yes. I don't want her to see my debt and then say, well, you know what? I don't want to go to school just because of that.
The thing is, community college in Manchester is free.
Then take it.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take advantage.
You don't need me. You raise the person you're supposed to be. You sit here and tell Dad what to do. I'm ready to switch. You ready to switch?
Yeah?
All right. Let's see. You give your dad the speech.
So, y'all,
Yep.
this is real life. This is not a game. Gambling is not the vibes, and you need to get this done, okay?
talking to my daughter, that was pretty tough. Kind of knocked me off my feet, but when she was there, it was like having, you know, this best friend there. About to get emotional now. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna disappoint Dan. You know, I'm not gonna disappoint myself or my family. I'm gonna tear up, so I don't wanna be on camera crying, you know? I am here, I'm at the casino. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna band myself, do what I gotta do for myself, do what I gotta do for my daughter, and knock this out. Your boy did it! No, it's done. I'm officially banned from the casino. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Tanya. I hope you're proud of me and got a big smile on your face, and let's move forward now. Right now, I am on my way to make a food delivery for DoorDash. It's been fabulous. It's really helped me get caught up on some of those extra bills that I've been lacking. Download the app right off my phone. I get to make some extra cash. I got the convenience of my own vehicle, which is great. You know, I can make my own schedule. You know, I can do it on the weekends. You know, I can get up at 9 o'clock that night. Honestly, it's just been a great thing for me.
DoorDash is great for someone like Michael Weaver because he needs extra money. He has a vehicle that he can use as an asset. I would like to see him bring in a little more money to achieve some of his financial goals and start to plan for his future.
You know what? I should have started dashing a long time ago. My name is Michael Weaver, and I'm a dasher, baby. Trying to make moves here.
Despite all of his financial struggles, Michael did what we asked him to do. Michael made some hard decisions, and there's a lot of honor in the work that he does. He's a substance abuse counselor. He chooses to help people who are overcoming substance abuse because of how his own life was affected with it.
One thing I can say is that my son's compassionate. He's helpful to other people. Don't make me start crying.
And one of the great things about deciding to serve the community is that after working for a certain amount of time, you're actually qualified to have your student loans forgiven.
Michael's college debt is $250,000, but there's loan forgiveness that Congress passed. Very few people know about it, and even fewer people have been accepted. So we had to go find a real expert.
Hey there, I'm Bobby Matson. I'm Bobby Matson. I'm the CEO and founder at Pay It Off. What we do is we help borrowers link their debt accounts, see automated guidance on their debt portfolio, and then find the best next step. Consolidations, things that save borrowers money. It's the same thing my wife and I needed to figure out what to do with our student loans. So I know that feeling.
It's been a weight on me. You know, it's been a weight on my back. It's been a weight on my existence.
I mean, my wife and I had six-figure student loans. It kept us from starting a family, and it was really difficult to just figure out what to do. It was just really complex. So my goal is to help you gain clarity, too, with your student debt. So Dan and Tanya sent me the information that you provided. Based on what we saw with your history, you are eligible for a service called Public Service Loan Forgiveness. And what that is for folks who have been a part of public service and really dedicated their lives to it for 10 years, they're eligible for tax-free loan forgiveness of all their federal loans.
Wow.
Public service loan forgiveness historically had 2% actually go through and get forgiveness, so there's a 98% denial rate. But they've recently made it a lot easier in the past year with the PSLF waiver because it includes periods of repayment that didn't count or weren't qualifying before.
You sure?
Yeah, I know it's hard to believe.
I'm saying to myself, is there a trick or something?
The truth is you're over the time served in public service, so the entire balance is eligible for forgiveness as soon as in the next couple months, possibly. That's right. Yeah. You can look past this. I know that feeling.
Thanks, man.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's all very real, by the way
yeah.
this is happening.
Oh, don't cry.
You got me. You got me. You got me. Bobby, you know, he gave me some news that kind of just like took my breath away. It actually got me emotional. You know, now I can breathe a little bit and I can go home and tell my mother some good news, you know, and my daughter shares the good news. Now I would be able to help my daughter go to college. It was a blessing. You know, this is the best news, you know, besides her being born. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm like speechless.
Yeah, I got you, man.
It's time for Tanya's tips. Here are tips for students looking to avoid student loan debt. Speak with the financial aid office to find out if there are any additional scholarship funds that have not been distributed. Take AP or accredited college level courses in high school. Another option is to attend a trade school instead of a traditional college. Lastly, consider starting at a community college and then transferring to a four-year university where you can complete your studies. The degree remains the same and you'll cut your costs significantly.
So Michael Weaver, do you remember when we started with Michael Weaver, what your thoughts were?
How could I forget Michael Weaver?
I think what we discovered is he's done some really difficult things, but there are some questions we need to ask him to find out. There he is!
My favorite dream team.
Well, I will tell you, there's a third member of your dream team that I came to meet, your fabulous young daughter, Natalia.
Yeah, absolutely.
I felt like, why you need me? I'm telling you, Natalia, just like, no, I got this. I was so impressed with her, Michael. I'm not even kidding.
Absolutely, Dan, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Through part-time work in dashing, Michael was able to increase his income by almost $1,500 this month. By selling the Camaro and moving to a cheaper apartment, Michael was able to decrease his spending to around $5,600. Michael went from being $2,600 in the red to breaking even this month.
That's a giant turnaround on just a few smart decisions and a little bit more hustle on your part.
I mean, DoorDash, it's been helping a lot.
And hopefully it keeps you from going to some other places because you're busy making money rather than losing money. So have you taken care of that situation yet?
That situation is said and done with. It's long gone.
Because the last time I talked to Michael, he was walking into a casino.
Casino? What is that? I don't even know what that is. That's been eaten up and banned. I can tell you that right now.
All I know is your daughter challenged you to have stronger will.
Yes.
And it sounds like you're building it, and I'm proud of you. So far, you've been a man of your word.
Thanks to his many years as a counselor, Michael's massive student loan debt should soon be forgiven through the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. If he can stay out of the casino, Michael is on track to be debt-free in less than a year.
Congratulations. Look at you now, finally becoming the CEO of your life.
I can't even express it in words. I can't even find words to say it.
Remember, you also changed your daughter's life. She now is going to seek a higher education when before she wasn't going to do it.
Absolutely. That's the first thing she said when we got home. Like the next day, she was like, call Manchester Community College and let's do the application.
You liberated her to feel like she's got a future that's bigger than the one that she had before simply because you did the work.
Absolutely.
All right, Michael.
Thank you so much, Dream Team.
You're the
We're
dream
proud
guy.
of you. Bye.
Hi everyone, Isabel from season 2 of Going From Broke here. Since getting off the show, I have set boundaries for myself and my finances. I only worry about paying for myself between my partner and I. And sometimes he's able to treat me to a flight up to visit him. I have since gotten another raise at work and I'm putting money aside for my future and trying to buy a house. I have continued to coach Russell Be a Clown, and I've paid off a huge chunk of my student loan debt thanks to Dan, Tanya, Ashton, and everybody from Going From Broke.